Hey everybody, this is Nat C. Jones here, and I am so excited that you are here. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Now, today we are talking about finances. We have to get our finances together in 2024. It's very, very important because if you're making money, you want to make sure you don't have a hole in your pocket so every time you make money, it's just flowing right back out and you stay broke. We are breaking up with being broke in 2024. Say it with me. I broke up with being broke. Exactly. So I want to share with you a few things that I've done over the years to help me move from a broke place to a financially free place. And it feels real, real good. Took a couple of things. So one of the things I like to share with you today is you have to be responsible with your debt. You have to pay your bills. Now, a lot of people say, well, when you get paid, you pay yourself first. I don't agree with that because I base everything I do on the principles in the Bible, okay? So the Bible says, owe no man anything but to love him. Owe no man nothing but to love him, right? Which means you should not be, your goal should be not to owe anyone anything, okay? We are lenders, not borrowers, okay? Now we know that, how society is set up, how your bills are set up, you're borrowing a service and then you pay for it. We have mortgages on our houses, we have, car loans and things like that. It's not ideal, but what you can do at least to be honorable is pay your bills on time. Now, in order to do that, you have to understand that you're not going to feel like doing it. When you get paid, you are not going to feel like paying your bills first. You're going to feel like treating yourself, paying yourself first, because this is what we have been taught. But I say work before play. If you owe anybody money, that needs to be on the top of your list to pay back who you owe. If you have used $400 worth of power, your energy company deserves $400. You need to pay them because there's a principle. You cannot expect to be blessed when you are spending money and you owe people money. If we're trying to get to financial freedom, there's certain principles that we have to abide by. Pay who you owe. Get that weight off of you. When you owe a bill, pay it immediately. So what I did back in my 20s, and this worked for me. In my 20s, I had a 780 credit score. Right now, I'm like an 812 credit score. I always pay my bills early. As soon as I get the bill, I pay it immediately because I don't want to give myself the opportunity to say, well, maybe I'll pay it later because I want to buy these shoes. I pay as many bills as I possibly can when I get them so that I have breathing room on the back end. Okay, so we know bills come in a 30-day cycle. Okay, some of you get paid every 2 weeks. Some of you get paid sporadically. As an entrepreneur, I got paid sporadically. So my goal was to make sure that I paid all of my bills as soon as I got them because I never knew when the money was going to come. Sometimes it was good, a lot of money, sometimes it was a little. I wanted to make sure I was in good standing, that the people I owed money to, if ever I needed to borrow money from them again, they would smile when they saw me coming instead of hiding because they know I pay my bills. This is what you have to remember. When you're borrowing services that you need to live your life, you're taking money from someone. Someone is offering you money, loaning you money, but you have to pay it back. We think because it's a corporation, it's a power company, or whoever, that it doesn't really matter, but it does. Somebody is paying for that. There are people behind that power company. There are people behind that cell phone company. Have the dignity and the honor to do what you say you're going to do. Pay who you owe first before you pay yourself. Pay who you owe first. And it's not necessarily even being selfless. It's being honest. To be completely transparent, paying your bills is paying yourself. Because you received a service that benefited your life and you're just paying the bill. If you went out to eat to treat yourself, you would eat the food and then pay the bill. And that's you paying yourself. You're treating yourself. Treat yourself to some lights and some air conditioning. Treat yourself to some car insurance. Treat yourself to a car note. Pay it and treat yourself. I like that. Paying your bills is treating yourself. Somebody say that. Paying your bills is treating yourself. It's honorable. And when you put that kind of positive energy out there, that responsible energy, that I take care of my business energy, you're going to attract more and more opportunity for yourself and your business and your family and your finances. Pay your bills first. Then, once you know your bills are paid, when that next check comes, you have breathing room. Now you know I have earned the opportunity to treat myself. I know that all my bills are paid and I'm good. I don't know how anybody can sleep at night knowing they just went shopping and all their bills are due. That's too much stress for me. I don't like people calling me and asking me for money that I owe them. I don't like to see the late notice in the mail. That gives me anxiety. And so to avoid that, I don't like having to reach out to people and ask them for money to pay my bills because I decided to go shopping or I don't have a budget. I like to keep peace in my life. So to keep the anxiety down, take care of your business. Get a budget. A budget is simply expenses and income. How much money are you making? You could do it monthly and weekly. How much money are you making monthly? How much money are you spending monthly? Okay? The date that the bills are due. So you can find the date on the bill. Say it's due on the 10th. They're going to send you the bill on the 1st. And they're going to give you a couple of days to pay it. Maybe 2 weeks or a week to pay it. Don't pay it the day it's due. Pay it as soon as you get it. Because they keep track of things like this. This person pays their bills not only on time, but early. So this is a quality customer. This is a quality client. And when you call and you give them your name, they're going to give you whatever it is that you need because you pay your bills early. Okay? So in your budget, write the monthly income. Where are the sources of money coming from? The due date for your bill. The due date for your bill, and then the date that you're going to pay. So there's a due date that they give you, and then there's a day that you're going to pay. Because sometimes those due dates don't align with when you get paid. So it's always best to pay early than trying to figure out math, and you realize, well, I just got paid, and this bill was due a week ago, so I don't have the money yet, so I got to pay it late. You don't have to pay it late. Pay it as soon as you can. So the bills that are due earlier in the month, you put those at the top of the list. And then it goes down to the bills that are due later in the month. Also take into account what bills give you a grace period. For instance, with a mortgage, you get about a 15-day grace period. They're not going to count it as late until about 15 days later. Shout out to homeowners. That's a blessing because I don't think they get that with rent. I could be wrong. But anyway, 15-day late period with no penalty. Okay? So you have some wiggle room there. But at the same time, your mortgage is your most important bill. I don't care what the late period, the grace period is. I will pay my mortgage first because more than anything, I need a roof over my head. When I was younger, I made it a goal because I was just crazy. I wanted to be 3-4 months ahead in my mortgage. So every time I got paid, when I had extra money, I would put it towards the mortgage. Now, you want to put money towards your principal, of course. That's not interest. But you also want to be ahead on your payments. So if you want to be super bomb, you want to be super, like a super finance person, super budgeteer, get a couple months ahead in your mortgage payments because you never know what's going to happen. Something can happen. You could get hurt, and then somebody else gets hurt. You can't pay your mortgage for a couple months. Now you don't even have to reach out for that deferment because it's July and you paid up. It's July and you're paid up until October. So you have some breathing room. Give yourself some breathing room. Prepare. Be like the ant. Prepare ahead of time. You just never know what's going to happen. Don't play games with your money. Save it, yes. Pay your bills. Yeah, you can take care of yourself. I take care of myself by giving myself peace, knowing that I'm going to have a roof over my head and all of my bills are paid. I want you to have that peace as well. After that, have a good time, of course. Go out to eat, shop, do whatever you have to do. Make sure that you have enough saved. What they say, 10% saved? I'm a little bit more aggressive than that, but at least 10% saved from your bill. From your income. Make sure your bills are paid up at least for the month, hopefully for 2 or 3 months. and then enjoy your life with the peace knowing that everything's going to be all right. And if anything happens, you got time to fix it. I hope this video was a blessing to you and you learned something, and I'll see you next time. Bye.